Good morning. It's time for our daily devotion. I read a quote at the end of last week by Ravi Zacharias, and it goes something like this: God did not offer to make bad men good. He offered to make dead men alive. Now, the reason why I love that quote so much is because I think in Christianity, in the church world, for those of us who have become Christians, so much of the time what we have made this whole experience about is behavior modification. In other words, changing what we do. And unfortunately, what happens is we grit our teeth and we bear down and we try harder and we try to make ourselves good, and we try to modify our own behavior, and we try to work on us ourselves. And hopefully at the end of a year or two or three or even a lifetime, we can point to our life and say, well, we act better than we used to act. We do better than we used to do. And to me, that's a very shallow and hollow kind of existence. And it's certainly not, I believe, what Jesus talked about when he said he came to give us life to the full. See, I don't think God is nearly so much about behavior modification as he is about heart transformation, changing our hearts, changing our desires, changing our want-tos, changing our motivations. Because you see, once our heart is transformed and once our heart is changed, the beautiful thing is that our behavior will follow suit. Our behavior will then begin to change because our heart is changed. But we get the cart before the horse and we try to change our modification, hoping that will change our heart. And the truth is, Jesus said, it's from the heart. It all starts in the heart. It all stems from the heart. What comes out of our mouth starts in the heart. The way we act starts in the heart. Murders start in the heart. Lying starts in the heart. Deception starts in the heart. And so if our heart is changed, all those things will begin to change as well. But if our heart isn't changed, it doesn't matter how hard we try to change. Eventually, we'll fail at that, at least to the extent that we want to change, because we're weak in doing it ourselves. And we have limitations on how much we can change ourselves and what we can do to ourselves. And so I believe that Ravi Zacharias is exactly right. What God is interested in is not just changing our behavior, but changing our heart and changing us from a dead person to an alive person. Paul spoke to that in Ephesians 2 when he said, and those of you who were dead in your trespasses and sin. Before Jesus, we are spiritually dead, and our spirit, which is dead before Christ, has no way of influencing our behavior or influencing what we do or what we say or what we think or where we go or who we talk to. However, once we come to Jesus and our spirit is made alive and our heart is new and fresh and transformed, that has the possibility, that has all of the wonders of a changed life written all over it. And that's what God's in the business of doing. He's in the business of changing, transforming our hearts, moving us from death into life, from darkness into light. That's what God desires to do. So today, when you're trying real hard to not do something or to do something, and you're trying to change your own behavior, just bow your head for a second and ask God to change your heart about that thing. If your heart's changed, it's going to be much easier to deal with the behavior that you're trying to alter. So, a changed life, a changed heart, a transformed spirit, that's what God wants. Go make it a great day, and I'll see you next time.